I'm so excited to have posted my first video on the Day Tripping channel, the history and architecture on Wilshire Boulevard, that I decided that I'd take a walk down Wilshire Boulevard from La Cienega all the way down to Western. Let's see what we can find. Found the statue of John Wayne. Just love it when the buildings, they try to replicate the old 50s architecture. Right here you can see this coffee bean and tea leaf with the, I don't know, I think that's an Art Deco type spire on top. Usually when I do all these videos, like the Wilshire Walk and the ones I'm doing for downtown, I'll spend a couple of days researching the area. Right now, I have no idea what I'm looking at. Millennium Media. I guess they make Hellboy. That's the poster they got on the side of the building there. So a lot of Wilshire Boulevard on this end is it's like businesses and tall buildings and a little bit of park space. Not really much in the way of restaurants or anything, but I love looking at the buildings. So you can see this architecture here. And then across the street, so I haven't eaten anything yet today, and it's about 11:30, so I thought I'd stop and get some Wahoo's fish tacos. This is their wet burrito. It's got fish in it. Let's see if I can handle this giant thing. Now they got some food in me. Let's see what I can do about walking it off. We're at the corner of Fairfax and Wilshire right here, and there's so much going on. I mean, there's the Peterson Automotive Museum, and then across the street here, looks like they're redoing, I think that's part of the Fine Arts Museum, but the Museum of Motion Pictures. And then across the street there is Johnny's Coffee Shop. It's been abandoned for a long time, but I think you've seen it in like a ton of movies. I think it's also in Pulp Fiction, if I remember correctly.
All right, I'll take care of the check. You guys can get the tip. Should be about $1 a piece.
And eventually the purple line is going to be extending all the way down here. It's going to go all the way down to, I believe, the 405 freeway. So you can take the train from pretty much anywhere in LA, come on down here and visit the museums. Here we are at LACMA, Los Angeles County Museum of Art. You get in here, it's just like a forest of pillars. People love coming down here and taking pictures, especially at night. When the light, it really gives a great glow. Across the street, you'll always find a whole bunch of food trucks. If I wasn't so hungry, I probably would have came here to pieces of the Berlin Wall. And right next door to LACMA, we have the La Brea tar pits. You can see them right here behind me. You know, and unlike the movies, this isn't a volcano. This is actually tar, not really oil, but tar that's seeping up through the earth. Across the street from the tar pits is this cool building, painted all in yellow and white. I have no idea what it is, but I like the way it looks. With the tar pits, it's free to walk right in and walk around and check it all out. The biggest thing here is, you know, not only what you see, but you can smell it. And you wonder why that didn't chase the animals away, but they all came down here and they got stuck. That was good for us because now we know it used to live here thousands of years ago. This is what I love about wandering around here. I just met this mother and her daughter, and they'd never been here before. We had a little conversation, and I always feel weird recording those things, but to me, just meeting people and being able to share, you know, their experience in something that I come to all the time, it's totally new to them. And that's what I want to try to introduce to people, these new sites, and discover new things that they think is interesting. So I guess Ice Age Los Angeles was a really interesting place to be. I mean, not only did we have mammoths, but they found here camels, dire wolves. I mean, dire wolves, think about like a dog twice the size that hunts you. That's terrifying. All these crates here are ones that they're still opening to dig through. So there's so many more fossils they can find in the area. And you can come here a lot of times and you'll see them actually digging through and finding the bones, and you can ask them questions and see how they do their work. But it's pretty cool. We can find out so much about the area in this one place because of this tar. Some more examples of the cool architecture you'll see along the way. Example of some art at the SAG-AFTRA building. I can't turn the camera towards the door because if anybody walks out, they'll probably have to sign a waiver. Art Deco looking building on Wilshire. The El Rey Theater, famous hot spot for seeing bands and such. They even did a job here once a long time ago. It was really cool seeing the dressing rooms stacked up behind the stage. It's like you got to go up a long, narrow staircase to get to each dressing room, one above the other. Even if I don't know what the buildings are, I just love looking at the architecture. Well, I was hoping to take this all the way down to Western, but my phone's about to die. I forgot to charge it today. So I only made it to La Brea. But even going that far, you can see there's just so much to see along this street. And I'm thinking of, in the future, doing some videos for the museums back down there. But right now, the videos I'm putting together, they're about places you can go and things you can do just off the LA Metro system. So be sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on any of the upcoming day trips. And until then, I'm Douglas Johnson. This is Day Tripping. And remember, get out, be safe, and have a great trip.